In this video, we're going to take a look at the Oupes 600 watt portable power station. I'm going to give you some ideas of how you can use it, what you actually need one of these things for, what I'm going to be primarily using one of these power stations for. If you've been following the channel for a while, you may remember back a couple months I did a video review on my new truck camping fridge. And in that video, I mentioned that I wanted to get a power station. Just to kind of remind you, or if you haven't seen that video, the deal is so that fridge will stay running in the truck as long as the truck is running. And then it has safety features, so when the truck isn't running, rather than running your battery down on your truck or your vehicle, it's gonna just kill the power to the fridge, right? So that's great because you never come out to a dead battery. And just an update, since I've been using that fridge for a while, it does work really, really well. I absolutely love the refrigerator, and I love the fact that I don't have to worry about my truck battery dying. But the problem is, once that kill feature kicks in, shuts off the refrigerator, everything in the refrigerator gets warm. That's why I wanted to get a power station. Now this is only 600 watts, and we'll get into that and why I need a bigger one in a little bit in this video. But I want to go over a few things about this power station. This is not going to be a really techie review. I don't know that much about watts and output and whatever. It's not a scientific video, but I want to show you what this thing is good for and what it's capable of. So on the front here, you've got your display, which is really easy to read. I've had it charging, in fact, so it's at 100% right now. And that's basically all the information it's going to give you right off of the bat. You have all these options for charging. Two different USBs. They're 3.0. I think they're both 3.0 USB. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look it up for sure. But the two USBs, and then you've got a standard cigarette lighter port here. And you've got the, I don't remember what these ports are called, but you're able to plug into those as well. And you've got the PD 60 watt outlet as well. And then you've got the two standard 110 outlets right here. Your charging port is on the side here. You're able to charge that at home using the included power supply, in your vehicle using the included cigarette lighter adapter. You're also able to charge this via solar panel, so that's an option as well. And then on the back here is a light. Can I remember how to turn on the light? There's a button right here. So it's got low, high, and SOS. So this could be handy if you're at camp and you just need to shine a little bit of light on the picnic area or whatever. You've got that, which is, I mean, it might be useful. It could be very useful. One really great reason to have one of these around, even just a small 600 watt like this, is in case you ever lose power in the house, right? So you're able to plug in basically anything that's less than 600 watts. So I won't go trying to run a microwave with this, but small appliances around the house you could certainly use this for. Possibly even maybe some air fryers and toasters and things like that, all right, just in case you need it. But basically for like charging any of your devices, laptop, phone, any of that kind of stuff, video games, you know, handheld video games and things for the kids, something like this is going to be really, really good. Now my main interest in a power station was for my truck fridge. So if my truck battery is fully charged, I can get about a day out of the truck fridge, which you think sounds great. Like if it's going to sit there all day at work or whatever, you've got a cold refreshment after work, or if you want to keep your lunch in there or whatever, that's great. It's going to keep it pretty cold while you're at work, except for once your battery is drained to that point where the refrigerator is going to automatically shut off thanks to its safety features, you need to be able to get that battery charged back up. So like in my case, when I only drive 4 miles each way to work, it's not giving the battery in the truck enough time to get charged back up to where it needs to be. Now if you have a longer commute or you're on a trip, that might be okay, as long as you're going to be moving on a daily basis and putting some miles on to keep that battery charged. Like if you're camping and things like that, you don't want your food going bad, obviously. You don't want your drinks going warm. That's not going to make anybody happy. Now, if you have something like this, like a power station, you're going to be able to charge this through your vehicle. Charge it up fully at home, stick it in your vehicle, and then the idea would be when you're driving, your vehicle is going to keep this charged, and when you're not driving, your fridge is going to run off of a power station. Now, my problem is with the 600 watt, when I did some testing, I got about a day out of it, which is good, but not enough time for it to recharge. They have just released a bigger unit, an 1100 watt unit. I think I'd be able to get more days out of that. If I could get 2 or 3 days out of something like the 1100, which I'm trying to get my hands on, so hopefully I can do another video after this with that unit to test and compare and review the 1100 watt versus the 600 watt. So I don't think that this is going to be big enough to do what I need it to keep that fridge going. You know, if I'm out camping and things like that, I want something that I can trust that's going to last for a couple days. Now, am I going to keep the 600 watt around? Absolutely. I think having a power station like this is an absolutely great idea. Keep it around the house for emergencies. Take it with you camping. You're going to be able to keep all your stuff charged off of here. And then maybe if you had the 1100, like I'm hoping to get, I can run the fridge primarily just using that 1100 watt power station, right? And then I'm not drawing off of that for anything else because I've got the 500 watt here. So if you're charging phones and things like that, I think you're going to have plenty of life off of something like this. Now, obviously, something like this is too big for on the motorcycle, which is a little sad because I do love motorcycle camping, but I'm definitely not going to lug something like this around on the bike. So this is going to be basically for my truck camping, trips like that, going on vacation if I take the truck and whatever. Having a power station like this around I think will be very handy. Save extra money on camping as well because look, I do YouTube videos. I got to keep batteries charged, camera batteries, GoPro batteries. I got to keep my phone charged, computer, things like that. Like when I go camping, I try to grab an electric spot. Now, if I'm doing that in my truck, I've got power stations such as this, the 1100 watt running in my truck, keeping my refrigerator going. There's a lot less likeliness that I'm going to need to have an electric spot because I'm going to have the power that I need within these 2 units to power that stuff. And when I'm not camping, just having it at home, like I said, in case of emergencies, is going to be fantastic. So this is an Amazon, you know, a company, a brand that's on Amazon that sells these. And a lot of these things look identical, basically. Different companies are going to buy the rights to use the components for this, and they're going to put their own software and stuff into it, and they're going to put their own name and stuff on it. In fact, on Amazon, it shows the name of their company across the front here somewhere in big bold letters. The Oupes, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's Oupes is the name of the brand that reached out to me about reviewing this one. But the nice thing about this kind of stuff is we're able to keep the cost down lower. If you're looking at more of the mainstream brands, the price is going to go up a lot for things that are almost identical to this. So this, you're looking at under $600, comes in at about $540 for the 600 watt. And ever since I've been looking at it, they also include a coupon for another $140, $139. So you're going to be able to get a 600 watt power station for like $400 as long as they keep that deal going on. And I think, having something like this around is going to definitely save you in any kind of power outage. Obviously, if it's a huge crisis, it's not going to be enough to, power your home or power your refrigerator and things like that. You're going to have to step up to a bigger one, like even that 1100 watt might run a smaller refrigerator, Definitely not a microwave. I think most microwaves I think are like around maybe 11 or 1200 watts. Like I said, this is not a techie scientific review of this product. It's just real case, what I've thought about it in the little bit of time that I've been testing it, and I think it's a solid unit. It works. It does what it, it met my expectations. I knew 600 watts wasn't gonna power that refrigerator for 2 or 3 days at a time. I knew I was gonna have to step up to a bigger one, but I felt this was a good opportunity to get into a power station, to be able to kind of introduce this kind of thing to this channel and let you guys know what I thought about it. And hopefully I can get my hands on that 1100 watt, and I think we'll be pretty good with that. I think we'll be back in business. It's going to take a lot of juice to draw that 1100 watt down, which I think is what I need for the instance that I really want to use it for. And then I'll just keep this one around as a backup, or like I said, to keep things charged. With the USB and the 110 outlets, that's perfect. If I had a drone, I'd be able to charge the drone off of here. I can charge my GoPro batteries, I can charge my camera batteries, I can charge my iPhone. Being able to keep all that stuff going makes me more productive. If Gavin comes with, he's going to want to keep his Nintendo Switch charged and things like that. So having something around to keep the kids' devices charged, really, really good. I know people will criticize, if you're camping, you shouldn't be playing video games, you shouldn't be on your phone, but we're in that age, we're in that era. I'm a social media guy. This is what I do. The YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, all the things. So being able to, keep things working and charged is very important for this channel and the things that I do here. And something like this is going to be great for that. Yeah, I recommend it. I think for the value, for the price, for what you're getting, I think this is really solid. And take a look at that 1100 watt if you want to. I'll have a link down in the description for this unit. And like I said, stay tuned, because I'm hoping to get that 1100 watt unit sent out. And as soon as I can make that happen, I'll be doing a video on that too. Do some testing, obviously, and then a video on that too. But that's where we're at on this. I like it. No specs, really. I mean, it is what it is. It's 600 watts. Plug stuff into it. Power it. Charge it. Do the things. You got the light on the back if you need it. And that pretty much covers it. So, hey, I appreciate you stopping by, checking this out with me. Stay safe out there as always, and we will catch you in the next video from Touring Midwest.